Imagine you're right on the verge of one of the greatest moments of your sporting life. Your team's first major win, your personal redemption story. And then, in a blink, it's taken away. That's exactly what happened to Lewis Hamilton when he received a 10-second time penalty for leaving the track and gaining a lasting advantage at a race where it looked like his first. Podium with Ferrari was within reach. But the real story isn't just the penalty. It's the cultural shockwave, accusations of double standards, the steward's credibility questioned, and the sport's very integrity put under the microscope. Buckle up. This is the defining moment in Formula One this season you need to understand. At the Mexico City Grand Prix, Hamilton qualified third, his strongest position yet for Ferrari this season. The opening laps turned into a tense scrap between him and Max Verstappen for third place. On lap 6, the drama escalated. Verstappen dives inside at turn 1, cuts the corner, then later Hamilton locks his front brakes at turn 4, goes across the grass area, and rejoins ahead of Verstappen. The key moment was that Hamilton didn't give the position back. That's where the stewards drew the line. They said, Car 44 locked brakes, left the track at turn 4, used the grass to rejoin, gained a lasting advantage, failed to give the place back. Hamilton was handed the time penalty and ultimately finished 8th instead of battling for a podium. For Ferrari, this became a what-if race. Could have been their moment. Instead, it became a moment of frustration and heartbreak. But here's where things get messy. Because outside the car, the narrative exploded. Hamilton said he was very let down by the sport's governing body. Ultimately, I feel very let down by the governing body. It's double standards, as you can tell. He pointed to similar incidents. Verstappen's excursion off track, Charles Leclerc's corner cut, which did not draw punishment. I did the same as everyone else. It's nuts. Ferrari team boss Frédéric Vasseur weighed in. 10 seconds is very harsh because it dropped us behind the group. And the stewards defended the decision with a detailed explanation. The offense wasn't simply leaving the track, it was gaining a lasting advantage and not relinquishing position. But fans and media weren't convinced. Many cried injustice, bias, and asked, if others did almost the same, why wasn't there a penalty for them? So what began as a race result turned into a full-blown credibility crisis for the FIA. You might ask, okay, one penalty? Big deal? Actually, yes. Because this moment threatens 3 bigger things. First, fairness in competition. If one driver is penalized for behavior others engage in without consequence, fans start asking if results are predetermined. Hamilton's claim of double standards strikes at the heart of competition. Second, stewarding credibility. The stewards are supposed to be impartial and consistent. When decisions appear inconsistent, the whole system loses authority. Third, the Ferrari story and Hamilton's legacy. Ferrari has been hunting for redemption. Hamilton switching teams, seeking new glory. This was a chance. Instead, it turned into a lost opportunity. The emotional impact is huge. That 10-second penalty cost Hamilton a podium and arguably the momentum his season needed. The moment transformed into a statement. Something deeper is wrong here. Let's rewind one by one. Focus on what occurred and how the trigger pulled. Hamilton nails third place in qualifying, setting up a strong weekend ahead. The start and early laps feature a tense battle. Verstappen goes deep at turn 1 and cuts the corner. Hamilton is forced wide, and the drama escalates. On lap 6, the critical moment happens. Hamilton locks his brakes into turn 4 and goes off track. He would have taken the escape route marked by the yellow line, but grip was low, he got off, used the grass, and rejoined ahead. The stewards noted he was unable to follow the route due to excessive speed. He didn't give back the position. Verstappen lost the place to Hamilton, then to other drivers, creating what the stewards called a lasting advantage. The time penalty is applied, dropping Hamilton to 8th, and the podium chance is gone. Every step built to one question. Was the sanction justified? Or was Hamilton punished because he's Hamilton? The tension and emotional stakes are off the charts. Now let's pause and feel the human side. Hamilton is not just another driver. A 7-time world champion, he moved to Ferrari because of ambition, challenge, and legacy. This season was supposed to be his fresh chapter. Then this happens. The disappointment is not just loss of result. It's a dent in trust. When he says, "I feel let down," that's more than words. That's pain, betrayal, expectation crushed. On the Ferrari side, imagine prepping all year, finally getting the car to look like a contender. Then that one moment steals your shot. Team principal Vasseur's harsh verdict speaks volumes. This isn't just about speed or strategy. This is about emotion, identity, and legacy. It makes the audience lean in. Who do you root for? Who's right? The star driver? The governing body? And for the fans, you invest years of loyalty to Ferrari. And then you see your hero get penalized while others seem not to. The upset grows. That emotional tinder ignites controversy. Before we decide this is simply a scandal, we must examine the flip side. It's not as black and white as it appears. The stewards pointed out the technical breach. Hamilton didn't follow the route and gained an overtaking position by going offline. The rule exists for a reason. Veteran driver Jacques Villeneuve even stated that the penalty was deserved. The term "gaining a lasting advantage" is by definition subjective, meaning there's room for interpretation. The complexity lies in, did others do something similar? Yes. Were they penalized? No. Why the difference? That's where the tension lies. Perhaps the stewards judged the timing or re-entry differently. Perhaps Hamilton's rejoin was more favorable. The optics matter as much as the rule. So for anyone saying this is ridiculous, we ask, are we looking at emotion or fact? The answer is probably both. Let's bring this home, because the implications extend far beyond one race in Mexico. Credibility of the FIA and stewarding is at stake. If fans and teams believe decisions are erratic or biased, trust erodes. A sport without trust loses its edge. Driver-governing body relationships are strained. Hamilton isn't alone in frustration. The broader driver group has raised concerns about how the FIA treats them. Team strategy and risk calculation will change. Teams will now analyze not just how to win, but how to avoid the gray zone where you risk a penalty. That changes racing behavior. For Honda, Ferrari, Hamilton himself, this kind of moment can affect sponsorship, future moves, and driver morale. As we move to the remaining races of the season, expect more scrutiny of steward decisions, more public statements by drivers, maybe even a push for clearer guidelines or reform. Because when a 7-time champion says he's let down, you know it's not just about one penalty, it's about the spirit of the sport. So, what's the verdict? Did Hamilton get a raw deal, or was the rulebook applied fairly but badly communicated? The answer lies somewhere in between. A moment of racing drama that spilled into governance drama. But here's what I want you to take away. Racing is about more than speed. It's about rules, trust, and emotion. One incident can change the narrative of a driver, a team, and the sport itself. This isn't over. The season is still active, the reputation's still in play, and the battle for fairness ongoing. If you enjoyed this analysis, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into F1 controversies, and drop a comment. Do you think the penalty was fair, or is F1 showing signs of biased stewarding? Thanks for watching. See you at the next curve. Until then, keep your engines roaring and your opinions loud.